Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm fucking floored. I need a pumptini. I need some Vanderpump rosé. We are here to talk about Vander motherfucking Pump rules, and I'm so excited to have you ladies here today to dive in to what is now being dubbed the best reality TV show in the 2020s. So I'm so excited to dive in. Before we start, let's just do a quick round of introductions. Miss Courtney here 15 times.
Wow. Yeah. Did we just become best friends?
Oh, I think we became best friends a
long time ago.
ago.
I think, yeah, the first episode I fell in love.
I know, right? You're my soulmate. You will always be my soulmate.
Sim Sisters.
Sim Sisters for
These
life.
are the best
But
days of our lives.
my glass. Yeah, Disney actually has a glass. She came prepared.
I do. I came prepared. Yeah, so Courtney, aka the Disney Sims, aka Townie Tales. I like telling stories. I like watching trash TV, from Vanderpump Rules to Love and Hip Hop. I watch it all. So yeah, I'm all for this. I normally am closeted about my trash TV watching, but you will get all the Vanderpump from me that I have. I've been watching it just recently, though. I'm new to the game, so I heard about the scandal, and then I started to read up and YouTube up on it, and then I went into binging the seasons, and I'm all caught up. I know what's going on. I'm ready to dish it.
I am so excited to have you here. We're gonna do some fuck, marry, kills though. As we did fuck, marry, kill in the season finale, we're gonna do fuck, marry, kills for Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah,
but thank you so much.
Do it.
We got okay, sulsulmelb. Did I get that right?
Yes, yeah. Sulsul, babe. Sulsul.
Welcome, congratulations. Welcome to the first podcast. I'm so excited to have you here. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Heck yeah. So I love The Sims. I've been playing since The Sims 1. So, Windows, on my little Windows, praying that it still runs. But I love everything Bravo. And so I decided Sims, Bravo, bring them together. And so if you go on sulsulmelb on Instagram, you're going to see Real Housewives of Plum Bob. And that's just my take on all of the leading wives that we find in the game, and I just make them look cute, and I make them have fun random adventures that are very tandem to some of the things we've seen our housewives do. But work is crazy, and so sometimes I'm in and sometimes I'm not, and I too am not a old Vanderpump head. I'm new. I love the Bravoverse, and I kept my eyes on Beverly Hills, but then I kind of jumped off with Lisa Rinna, and then I was like, whoa, what's going on with this Vanderpump Sandoval drama? Did the Bravo list, caught up, and now I am currently rewatching. I am now in season 4 of rewatching the whole show, but I've watched all of season 10, the latest secrets revealed. I'm here to dish all the feelings, and I'm a Cancer, so I'm looking at this from a zodiac perspective, and my people are wrong. They're embarrassing me. It's crazy.
I love that. Well, welcome. I knew I had to invite you. Because I know I was like, you got to come on here. This is your time. This is your time.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, well, I'm happy to have you. Simathon, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited for anyone. I guess anyone listening, this would be your first time, so welcome. But as me and welcome back. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, my name is Ellen. I'm a simmer. Play Sims since Sims 1, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4, and I'm the biggest Vanderpump Rules fan. Like, I rewatch all seasons.
I love that. Now, you're an OG like me, right?
Yeah.
Us OGs, baby.
2 OGs and two
OGs. Because for a little backstory, how Vanderpump got started was on the back of an episode of Beverly Hills. Because I'm a huge Beverly Hills. Again, I watched Beverly Hills first, and I remember because they were doing a party, and Lisa Rinna had her staff come in and cater it, and then the next episode was Vanderpump Rules, and you got to follow the staff around.
Wasn't it Kylie's party?
Kyle's party?
Yeah.
I was either Kyle's or Brandy's.
No, Kyle.
It was Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle.
Right? Because, well, Brandy got in there because Sheena slept with Brandy's husband.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's how she's always been the whore. She has been the whore since day one. Which I
No,
don't find
wait.
Sheena a whore.
Kyle's party was season 2
Yes.
with the tooth.
Yeah, oh fuck her tooth. I forgot
Oh,
about
poor
her
babe,
tooth.
and her tooth, and then her foot,
Aw.
and then her.
Hi.
And then her first marriage, and then Rob, and then Penguin Man, and now she seems happy with Brock. But before we dive in, we got to talk about Scandal. I think this is why we're here, and this is why everyone has really jumped on the bandwagon for as a lifetime fan. I always knew that Sandoval was a piece of garbage. Because he always was. He always treated Kristen shitty. And it was just really coming to light after Jax left. I can sit and remember I was in my girlfriend's house. She just moved into her house that day. I'm making craft dinner. My phone is going off saying Tom Sandoval and Raquel are in a love affair. And I thought it was fake. I was like, no, they got the wrong Tom. Because like they had been like she'd been fangirling Tom at BravoCon, and then it came out to be real, and then Tom didn't come out and deny it, and then I was like, oh my god, like this is fucked. And I'm gonna say I think this scandal ran because walked because the Try Guy scandal ran. I think that was last year. Like that was massive. And like again, me who's never watched a Try Guy video in my life knew this, and now like my fucking dentist knows about Vanderpump Rules. My 68-year-old dentist was like, oh, Scandal, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I do.
Right?
Okay, but like, what are your thoughts about Scandalville and then everything that's come out after? Anybody can like go.
Who wanna start?
I think I'll start. And we kind of chatted a bit about this before we started, but as an outsider and then coming in, and you made it such a great point, like Jax was so obviously bad that he kind of overshadowed a lot of the other boys' like questionable behavior. And like you didn't even get a chance to stay on their questionable behavior for too long because here's Jax like kind of like masquerading over everything. But then once he left, Tom Sandoval now really kind of like who's left. It was like him and James Kennedy, and you never really saw Tom Schwartz. You knew like he's just kind of a get along guy. You didn't appreciate what he had done to Katie and how he treats Katie and how he chooses like this group of friends over his relationship, but you didn't really worry about it too much. But Tom Sandoval has always been a piece of shit.
Yep.
He has always been capable of this.
Yes.
So it's not even like Tom Sandoval in terms of the scandal is not the shocking thing. It's really about Raquel and the timeline.
Yeah.
And then how everybody else is like, truth where y'all really didn't pick up on, except for our girl Lala. Lala was sniffing that out. But like, that's the scandal, right? Tom cheating isn't the scandal, but everybody else is the scandal. That's interesting.
I agree. And when Lala said in the reunion that Tom is a dangerous man, can we just take a minute and say fuck LVP and that reunion for standing up for Tom?
Enabling behavior.
Yeah, I was like, that's disgusting. Like Lala calling Tom a dangerous man and like, no, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, Tom is an extremely dangerous man who can lie to everyone around him that well to have an affair. I was like, this is a very dangerous man. And he cannot be
completely
trusted.
Agree. I think LVP, what was funny though is that of course we're watching her in 3 parts and she was like really taking up for Tom in the beginning, but even her checking the timeline, really letting it sink in how the lies, then she's like,
Halloween,
that was an incredible piece of film. Yeah, girl, this is crazy.
Right? But like, how did she not know that Tom dressed it up as Raquel for how like the fucking world knew? It was everywhere. So that was just like, I was like weird. I was weirded out by that.
I think she's like, not really checking in, you know?
Oh, 100%. She gets her paychecks and leave. But Simathon, you were going to say something.
Yeah. When Lisa didn't know about the costume, I was like, what? And then she was like, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. It is kind of weird. No shit, it's fucking weird. Not even Tristan Thompson cheating on Khloe Kardashian multiple times, but dress up as his baby mama for fucking Halloween.
Yeah, like the nerve, the nerve. Like,
fucking
And let
hell.
It's next
Ariana
levels.
help him. Oh, it's so
Yeah, Ariana helped him make that fucking
But
costume.
I think that, yeah, I'd like to jump in at this part too,
Yes.
just to add to this. Like, when you go back and you watch season 2, which is arguably comparable to the drama of this season, very close. There's so many parallels to that. But when you see like Tom being able, like Ariana was under his spell in season 2, the same way Raquel is. And it's like, I mean, yes, I'm not trying to say, oh, everything that Ariana did at the time with him versus Raquel doing at the time are even the same, because they're completely different situations. This is like a life partner that he has betrayed, and that's a whole other thing. But it does show what somebody is capable of doing to another person when you kind of isolate them into a situation where you want them to believe what you want them to believe. And that happened with Ariana, and it also happens with Raquel. And you can even see it when like part 2, when he wants to have that private time in the trailer with her, and it's like, I just want time without filming. It's like, no, you want time to coach her. Just like, and Ariana was commenting on that there as well, even to the point, and like you can see this dynamic with Schwartz. He has a similar dynamic in which he controls Schwartz. Even that part where Schwartz starts throwing the bottle of Xanax, right? You see Tom say green light. Like this was planned, right? Like, and it's intentional. And just the parallels to what he was doing then versus now, saying Ariana is just his friend, and you know what I mean? Like, but also like Jack said in an interview like 4 years ago that he felt like Ariana and Tom were really just friends at this point. Like, it's interesting. But again, even if they are friends, that never justifies what he was doing, ever. You know what I mean? Like Sheena, as problematic as Sheena has been, like Sheena really eloquently said, what you do in a situation like that, you are like, okay, I need to leave a relationship. You surround that person with people that are going to support them when you leave. Like there's a way to do this in a way that isn't what he did. And he did it because ultimately he wanted to have 2 girlfriends. You can't convince me otherwise. Like, this is
absolutely the fact that like and then Tom and the Something Extras, when after BravoCon, you can see Raquel. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I don't know.
Something Extra. Now their name forever to me.
100%. And like you literally have them, like Ariana and Raquel, fucking singing up to them, and I'm like, that's so disgusting. I'm convinced that Tom was never going to tell Ariana.
Gosh, no.
No, he was going to keep this going. And you could tell by Raquel's face in the trailer, being like, you didn't tell me you were sleeping with your girlfriend while we were together. I also, the shirt comment. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys had seen.
It was disgusting.
But ever since then, all the women have gone on to watch What Happens Live with no pants on, just shirts. That makes so much more sense now. I'm an adult. I've had sex with a shirt on, and it's still fucking fantastic. And it's still fucking sexy. Okay? Who gives a shit?
This, I feel, and so like going back into season 2, and again, like the end of Kristen and Kristen being this crazy Kristen, no, that girl was truly made crazy by Tom Sandoval,
reactive abuse,
constantly cheating on her. Then the girl Ariana, who this is where, and I think Ariana did recognize this, and so I applaud her for that. When Kristen does come over in season 10, she owns up, like she's like, I feel like this is karma, and Kristen assures her that it's not, and that's because Ariana the way that you are in season 2 is not very kind, and it is very
No.
Raquel-like.
Mhm.
It is
Yeah.
similar, and she recognizes that and she knows that. However, no one deserves this 10-year relationship to which
Mm-mm.
you guys have even manicured, whether on camera, you guys seem mostly fine, but who knows
Yeah.
what's going on behind camera. But no one deserves this. And you really thought, like, yeah, you're gonna run game, get these two girls, and the also people don't consider the excitement of a fair. It's not even so much the person, it's
Yeah.
just the action, the not
And the
getting caught,
environment.
the you're lying in front of
Yeah.
everybody's face, and it's so exciting. But now that it's all out in the open, of course Raquel's like, it's the dopamine is gone. It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
gone. It's sad. It's really sad.
I feel like
Not
we
even
were in
fun,
like
it's
a
sad.
chaotic chamber, right? Like because you have like these three people in Schwartz, Sandoval, and Raquel that are toxic people pleasers to the
Yes.
point where like they altruistically sabotage themselves for years and resent people for doing it, and then they have the opportunity to do something like this to get at people without actually having to have any ownership in what they're doing. It's toxic to the highest accord, but they're in an environment where it really like fosters this type of stuff. Like it's such an incestuous relationship between all of the cast. Like they're all definitely like, they get on the show by dating somebody else, and then the next person, they break up, and then the next person gets on the show. This is literally the whole dynamic of the show, right? Like James Kennedy got on through being Kristen's boyfriend. Like this is how it always played out, right? It's finally caught up to a point where it's
no longer acceptable, because like I feel like this group has bred a ground of cheating, which is why Andy was kind of cavalier about it in the reunion. He was like, all of you have cheated, everybody's cheated.
Besides, and that's why everybody watches. This is why everyone watches this show.
Yes. Because
like everyone's cheating, but it's not, again, it's like the cheating isn't it. It's actually just about how and how long. And then the fact that y'all have I think everybody's also held accountable. Y'all have allowed Tom to be a cheater for this long, and he has never suffered any consequences. At Miami Girl, hello,
Miami
oh
Girl,
my
Miami
God.
Girl.
I was like, they're gonna bring out. I fucking thought they were gonna bring out Miami Girl. I mean, if it was a TLC 90 Day Fiance, just 100%. And
I can't believe that Ariana didn't tell her.
I thought, I was shocked by that because like she knew the entire time. I want to know if she ever told Kristen before filming, being like, I just want to tell you, like, this happened, because like that was a whole
didn't want it.
but that was a whole thing.
It was a whole season.
That was a whole season dedicated to Miami Girl.
Lazy Kristen.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. But I think it's cameras, because like Sheena almost sued the show because they made her look boy crazy, but that wasn't true. And I think the producers made Kristen look fucking insane, but that wasn't true, which sulsulmelb stated on earlier. I think the show portrays their favorites. Like James had become the new villain after Jax. I think they just egged him up, and he knows he'll get as much screen time if he's like, oh, you're fatty, and just kind of stuff like that. But that's
great TV. He's great TV.
Him
and Lala are.
He's learned the game too.
Anytime when Sandoval was and like, I literally want James and Lala in my corner for every aspect.
Any altercation. Yeah.
The only thing I wish is they would have brought back the true witches of WeHo to talk about this, and to talk because obviously Stassi's doing her Mommy Dearest tour right now, so we are seeing clips, but I would love to see Stassi and Beau come back. They were always my favorite, especially Beau. Beau is the most normal person.
He's the actual #1 guy in the group.
Yeah, he's absolutely. But it's crazy. I feel like this season, because the season had really just started as the scandal had released, so we watched at like this entire last summer. I picked up pretty early, as we all did, that something was going on. Like I already knew at that point that they were sleeping in Mexico. I never believed it was like a one time in August. Like they kept it going. What moment to you this season were you like, okay, they're totally fucking?
Well, can I just add one other thing too? Like when
Yeah.
I first heard about this, like, and I started to do some like research on it too, like there's Tom has talked about a situation where where Ariana and Lala have got together
Yes.
with
Mhm.
him
And the back of his car,
around
In the back of the
eating his
car.
cookie.
on it, right? And so like a part of you is just like, okay, like are they just all hooking up when they do mushrooms together, and this is just like their own
Drugs
weird,
and
like,
alcohol, we have
situation?
to add that as a player.
Yeah.
That as well.
Exactly,
Mhm.
right? So like I feel like that's also, a part of what's going on, because like you can see the ones that don't do the drugs like they do don't hang out with them and aren't part of the core. I watched one of the videos where it was like Nick Viall talking to Brad Kearns, is it? Who's like
Yeah.
Ariana's and Tom's best friend, and no longer friends with Tom after the situation went down. But yeah, there's a certain group of them that hang out and do drugs together, and then there's the other ones that don't, and they're not in the scene with Sandoval like the other ones are. And those types of drug scenes come with secretive fucking people. Like you don't want people to hear certain things, and you have to like have a certain image to maintain. And so I definitely think that that's a factor. So I do think that that some shady shit has been happening. I don't know when it went from being them all having fun together to this has turned into something else. Because like Sheena's even said that like Raquel's been in the bed with her and Brock. I don't think anything like sexual went on there. I think that they were just having like a nap, but I feel like it's kind of like a like a gateway to like this polyamorous lifestyle that they're all kind of a part
And you
of,
know
that
that
they
was
don't want to acknowledge.
all the rage and poppin', the Demi, and like people really just starting to explore relationships. And that polyamorous relationship dynamic was kind of like circulating, especially on TikTok, LOL.
Yeah.
It's circulating. And so that's why the open relationship thing, it wasn't like too weird. It was
Not
like,
for
I
them.
can see y'all being a throuple.
Yeah.
Y'all doing a little
And Rachel
fun thing.
wanted to be in a couple with Tom and Ariana.
Yes.
She was like, why can't
Yeah.
why can't we all be together?
I think she loves Ariana too. I do. I think that there's a part of Raquel that also loved Ariana similarly to
Ariana's a cool girl. Ariana is great.
Yes.
So then it's like, how dare you?
Yeah.
She's the most chill of the group. I love her as a fellow Cancer woman to another Cancer woman. The chill girlfriend vibe, I completely relate to. However, Ariana, then there were like, even the way Andy phrased the question was kind of interesting. He asked Raquel, he was like, it seemed like you guys were dropping like these large red flags.
Yeah.
But of course, Ariana is taking the word of her 10-year partner.
Yeah.
However, your 10-year partner is Tom Sandoval, and Miami Girl was a whole thing.
And
so
she knew.
Always
she knew.
You know what I mean?
The whole thing that Tom said, Ariana has trust issues.
Yeah, in my opinion, Ariana has always supported Tom and this whole narrative. And like, it's not about the green glitter pants, okay? They are ugly. They were ugly. I'm sorry, you're not a fash god because you're wearing glitter sequins pants on your fucking cover band.
She read him. She was like, oh, you like Raquel right now because she's fangirling over you, but like, this is what's happening. It's like, yep, this is 100% what is happening. He's going to regret losing Ariana because ultimately Ariana was okay with his lifestyle, like in so many ways, like
the chill girlfriend, man.
But at the same time, like when you hear her, like when she's like lighting things on fire and stuff, like she's talking about how she just wants self-love, and like 100% she has sacrificed so much of her wants for this man. Like she deserves to actually just like be celebrated and find out what she wants to do and how to do it, right? Like that's so important. I want nothing but the best for her.
Similar to you talking about how you sleep to get on the show. I mean, again, Ariana's entrance into the show is via Tom Sandoval, but then what do you become? Like, what is Ariana now besides that? So she tried her cocktail book. He was a hater. She now she's got her sandwich shop, which is like gonna throw like,
I'm so excited.
is now thriving. And it was like, because girl, that you had to get Tom Sandoval off your back in the universe. This was like, I know it's like awful. And that I'm glad she kept saying, no, you were humiliated. Like you are, because for her, this was like such a beautiful, like awesome wake up call for her. She's free. And also capitalism is rallying behind her to like get out of that house. Like, let's get my girl out that house. Please. Duracell, please get her out the house.
And razors, right? Didn't she just do Vic too? Like, and oh my god, the Good as Gold
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats good.
Sheena's now getting it. Everybody is eating because, and now that man is withered.
He has not as 2 pennies to rub together.
Apparently Schwartz and Sandy's is doing horrible. Like,
good.
Jax was saying like he walked in there and there was like 5 people in there.
Good. Let's burn the ground. Okay, this Tom Schwartz needs to break up with Tom Sandoval, which apparently has happened this week on when he's on Celebrities on Mars. I don't believe it for a second, but if it was true,
up with Scandival.
Yeah, he broke up with Scandival, but no, he's like, I'm taking a permanent break from Tom. He needs to, because he needs to disassociate, and so does LVP. LVP needs to fucking get as far away.
Tom's not as great, in my opinion. Can we talk about Schwartz for a second? So I've been watching season 1 and 2. He's trash.
He's so trash.
They actually edit him so that like he's not as trash as he is, but he dumps like alcohol in girls' heads. Like, I feel like at the time that like we were watching the show, I don't feel like we as a society were looking for like red flags in men like we look for it now. And with that in mind, going back and watching these seasons, like Schwartz is a dangerous man. People don't get that because he's such a wolf in sheep's clothing. But
serial killer's wet dream, Katie.
What type of man can do that? You know what I mean? Like Katie also, I'm happy Katie got out. Like, and here's the thing is like, this was Ariana's reunion. This was Katie's season. Like,
yes,
period.
100%. I want justice for Katie though, and this is what like, I've never liked Sheena as a long time fan. I've never liked Sheena because she's never had a backbone to anybody. She's so flip floppy. Besides the last episode, give that girl a fucking Emmy, Tony, and Oscar. I cried for her at the reunion because you feel that moment of just like she's been taken away from her daughter because her best friend is basically putting a restraining order against her. And then that whole season, she's barely in it. Her wedding is a blurb. And then she comes in the last 5 minutes and talks to Sandoval being like exactly what sulsulmelb said. Give this, like, I want it next season. I want that to be Sheena's season. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I want to see like that to me was 10 years
heroic
of growth.
Yeah.
I waited for that for 10 years for fucking loyalty.
You know, and thinking of like, because Sheena unfortunately was always on the other side of the witches, like she had no choice but to, I'm the girl's guy, guy's girl, whatever. Like, okay, Sheena. But she still wanted acceptance. She still wanted friendship. And yes, Sheena's actions are under the category of pick me, and she may have had pick me girl moments. However, Sheena really values and respects friendship. Yeah. And to her heart and her core, if she is your best friend, she's even gotten on Ariana about being with Tom. Like she knows how icky Tom Sandoval can be, and she didn't even want Ariana, especially when the rumors were starting near Miami girl. Like she's just like, I know how he can be, I just want to make sure you're good. So then she does the same thing for Raquel. You're my best friend, I'm gonna take you under my wing, I love you. And then can you imagine, like, no, Sheena, you may not have punched her, okay, you may not have punched her, Sheena,
if the nails don't fit, you gotta acquit.
But Sheena, I can see how emotionally disturbed, disgusted, and in like, ew, you just got off the couch with that girl. And then now you're on the phone backstage, the thing's going on, and this girl did it to your best your Ariana ride or die best friend. Sheena will
Yeah.
not. Gretchen Wieners will not allow that to happen. She won't.
Yep.
Poor Sheena. Poor Sheena.
Okay.
Poor
That's the
Sheena.
best friend. That's the best friend that got ruined by this.
I do have
Yeah.
a question for you guys, and I want clear minds and open hearts with this question. So we found out at the beginning of this season that James and Lala did sleep together. Well, he was with Raquel. It comes out, Lala's like, baby girl, you got to get over it. Should Raquel be like, I wouldn't trust you around my man? Did you think that was a true point? Or were you just like, this is now being blown out of proportion because we already know that Raquel is sleeping with a person in a relationship? Personally,
Seriously, Lala,
yeah,
it pissed me off.
I would say she was drinking.
So young, it was like a few years ago. I'm a different person.
I'm gonna see.
Give her credit. I think she's sober now. So.
She's
That
sober
was
now.
2 weeks where Raquel had only known about that for 2 weeks though. So as much as it was years ago, like it was 2 weeks to Raquel, right? So like
Yeah.
I don't like what Raquel did, but like you can, decompartmentalize this into two things, or sorry, compartmentalize this into two different things. Right. And so yeah, I can feel bad for Raquel in that happening. And also think what she did was shitty. Speaking of Virgos, Raquel is one, but Lala is as well. And I love my Virgo queen and Lala, right? Give them Lala, but baby is a hypocrite. Like
They do.
Yeah.
she is, you know what I mean? But like she is the best TV possible. Like
Yes.
she, like her back hurts because like her comedy like carries her and James. And like that's just the thing is like if this was anybody else, I would be like, it might be like that way, but people think they're soulmates. Like if they got married, I would be over the moon. They're gonna break up like a year after getting married, but I totally want that to happen.
Me too.
I could not agree more. Oh, I think we lost Melby. She's frozen.
Oh, no. I love them. I can't wait to check out the housewife story. Oh, hi.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no.
I'll let her back in once.
No worries.
Oh, there we go. She's back.
There we go. Yay.
Yay!
I'm back.
By popular demand.
Yeah, exactly. But I just kind of felt that part. Like I never felt bad for Raquel as somebody who's gone through sobriety, and has been a really shitty person, to the person I am today. 10 years ago, me was really bad. Like a completely different person. So I give Lala a pass. I give Lala a pass. She made a poor judgment.
I think Lala is so that, and she says it in the reunion, which I love. And I think that's why Lala and Raquel are kind of low-key triggered by each other. They're cut from the same similar cloth. And I think Lala seeing her act like her maybe previous actions, like I think that's why Lala is so explosive, especially everything going on now with karma is interesting, y'all. And it will around.
So, with what's going on with Randall, like that's horrible. But I want Lala to like get all the money. Send it to Daryl.
Send it to Daryl. I shit my pants when I saw that video. Like that's the real like baby, I'm making breakfast. You send that to Daryl. No, you don't. Your Mickey Mouse lawyer doesn't send me court documents. That's why we have lawyers.
Oh my goodness.
Send it to Daryl.
I love her. She is just a vibe. Like I might have an ego the size of this building. I ain't a narcissist. It's like, you might be on the spectrum. Arguably, any of you are to be on that show, but okay.
Sure.
Okay, what piece of merch do you think she sold? Because she sold one piece to get into her house on Palm Springs. What piece of merch do you think it was? Do you think it was send it to Daryl? Or do you think it was her lipstick?
Because she also like, and did you hear her and Raquel almost did something together? Like they were gonna make the Bambi-eyed bitch makeup.
Man, that would have been great.
That was a thing. She had
Oh,
Bambi.
it got made?
It got made, and then the day this happened, she clearanced it out for pennies on the dollar to get fucking rid of her stock.
Oh my goodness.
It was literally called Bambi
Lala
Eye
so
Bitch,
much.
and it was
I
her
love
eyeshadow
it.
palette. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
God,
goodness.
she's a catchphrase queen. I love her.
Yes.
What is going on in Utah?
Yeah.
Girls from Utah.
If we play Fuck, Marry, Kill, like you can't put Lala as an option for me because it's always going to be her.
Oh, okay. Okay, quick round. Fuck, Marry, Kill, as we're talking about it. Stassi, Schroeder, Katie, or Lala?
Lala is definitely who actually, never mind. You guys go first. I have to think about this.
Wait, we have Stassi,
Lala, and Katie.
Ooh. Well,
Fuck, marry,
definitely, you gotta marry Katie. You gotta marry Katie.
Yes. She's gonna treat you well.
Yeah. And then you gotta kill Stassi and you fuck Lala. I think it's
I'm going a different route. I'm going a different route. I'm gonna marry Lala because I want to have beautiful sex with her for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll have a night with Stassi. Jack said she's pretty good in bed. And music kills Kate, and so do I. Sorry, unfortunately.
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
I just I do think Katie's done a lot of growth. And I do love Katie now, but like Katie was so shitty to Sheena.
Well, because Sheena is the other woman. Like Stassi was very, especially watching Stassi be so triggered by Jax, all the cheating and all of that. And here comes Sheena being the whore of Sir. Katie naturally is going to be like, oh, that girl is like up to no good, as she should. And so I think like that's why Katie, I respect why Sheena and Katie don't necessarily get along and haven't forever. They really shouldn't be, but I think Katie, the reason why I would marry Katie is just like, I'm a down to earth. I just like to chill. She also, her little tarot cards, I'm a tarot girl. She was reading them cards for Kristen, telling her, you need to leave Tom. You need to leave Tom. You need to leave Tom. I see it in the cards. You need to
leave Tom. Do you know what Katie's the zodiac sign is?
What?
She's a Capricorn. There's so many earth signs in this group. It's
like
so
me.
Yeah.
But I want to kill Katie.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm killing Katie.
Killing Katie. I gotta marry Stassi because my OG love as an OG girl.
I want to be with
It's gonna be really easy. You're just calling your own name.
I know. I literally Googled Stassi last night and I actually showed up.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I know. Now I'm having Stassi J and just Stassi, and there's like a picture of me at like page 2. And I was like, okay.
I'll take that.
I'll take that. And then obviously I want to fuck Lala because she'll eat your cookie. She'll treat you.
Oh my god, yeah.
You just hang out and be friends with Lala and she'll eat your cookie.
Exactly. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
We gotta take a quick second to talk about Old Man Peter because Old Man Peter has fucked Stassi. Kristen has dated Katie and Raquel. Homeboy needs to grow up. Like
that scene was so disgusting of him making Raquel break up with him again
twice because he couldn't remember. I was like,
sir, you remembered. She didn't want you. You remembered.
Yeah.
Peter is so gross. Ew.
Isn't he main cast already though? Like he is like every time he's kind of in like he's not in the middle of the action, but he's always part of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm shocked that he hasn't gotten a main
because of his did you say because of his pony?
No, he's the starting pony.
He's the starting pony.
And his pony.
Oh my god. Okay, so for guys, fuck, marry, kill. Jax, James, Tom Schwartz. Sandoval's gonna be our automatic kill, so I'm not even gonna throw him in here because that's just a throwaway.
Marry James because he's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yep, agreed.
I could have one night with Jax.
I can change him.
I 100% I agree with Simsathon. I would marry James, fuck Jax, and kill Schwartz.
Yeah, same. I think that's
same.
easy there.
Schwartz is
Yeah.
dangerous. No, like Schwartz is so dangerous, and the way
I love
he
his hair,
literally
though. I
never
don't know
took
what
up for
it is.
Katie.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
I don't know what it is about Schwartz's hair, but it does something for me. Like every single intro that they've done for him, like I feel like he's looking like 10 out of 10 fabulous.
He does.
I think
Sucks that his personality shit, but just like he's beautiful.
They know how to make him look good.
Yeah.
Oh,
And with Tom, I guess the question is shirt on or shirt off?
shirt on, 10 shirts on, 100 shirts on, no shirts off, please.
You know what? I will say, like, I don't know if this is like a Canadian thing or not, but like my like grandmother, great grandmother, like mom, everybody like wears these like granny style like muumuu things.
Yes.
Right? The ultimate t-shirt, and they have like 13 kids. So like clearly they're doing something right. Like
it was just such
everybody
who
wears those things have like 8 kids.
He wanted her to respond and lose her shit and then like get his this is how she treats me. And I'm so glad that of course she's so smart, she can see it a mile away. But that's what the t-shirt comment was supposed to have done to her. And I'm like, ew, what? Sir,
I feel like Tom Schwartz did the same thing with Katie when he was talking about his friends. And then I felt like James and Lala being where they were was so great because I felt like they, as much as it kind of got annoying that they were over talking, I do feel like it created a buffer for like the Katies and the Arianas to like be the collected ones while they went ballistic, and then they were able to like go in for the kill with something that was like legendary but not reactive. It was more like
completely agree.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because Katie sat there pretty.
Yes.
She even helped Tom Schwartz out a bit. She was like,
yeah. I'm actually dressed. You can't see it to represent Katie.
Love it.
Yes. Just looking down. She
sat there so cute.
Okay, I got a couple more questions and we're going to wrap up, but I think we should do a part 2 of Vanderpump Rules because there's so much more that we can talk about. I have to ask, what is your favorite moment in history of Vanderpump Rules? You can only pick one.
I'll go first.
You go first.
Me and my partner's favorite, and it's the worst. It's literally when Tom is talking about the golden nugget, and then Stassi's like,
I love that place.
Like, what are you talking about? I love that place. Shut up, Tom Sandoval. Shut up. It's my
The golden nugget is awesome.
What are you talking about? I love that place. My favorite. We quote it to each other all the time. Golden nugget. That's my favorite.
The golden nugget is awesome. I went to Fremont Street and was like zip lining down there. It is a time. You have to go, Stassi, by the way. That is like, it is the time. I can't wait to send you an itinerary of what I did. It was so good.
Yes.
That was so good. I loved, I don't know what I did to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
Yes. Mine is Stassi. You're with the devil. The first season.
And don't you forget
it. I literally, that is my motto of that. And I have a spare one, but I'm not going to say it because I didn't allow you guys ladies to have one. But if we
I want it, please. Come on.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, Sheena and Rob, the whole like, oh my God, he hung a TV in 7 minutes. I timed him. I say that shit all the time. I'm like, anytime I have to hang a TV, I'm like, it's gonna take you 7 minutes. I'm like, should I time you?
Okay, keep going.
Go ahead.
Raquel not knowing who, like the Pope in the balcony. And like,
why did he stand on the balcony? Or the fucking puppy party, or the whole Winnie the Pooh. I don't know if you guys like because I don't know if you've watched. I
haven't caught up yet to the puppy party. Yeah, I'm almost there.
Puppy and then there's the Winnie the Pooh stickers because like she got really sad because she couldn't have a Winnie the Pooh sticker because she failed her spelling test, so she gets triggered by Winnie the Pooh.
Poor baby. Again, Raquel needs help.
Needs a lot of help.
Yeah, Raquel is emotionally stunted.
Yes,
I do love when Jack said, "This is my show."
This is my show. I'm the number one guy in the group. Oh my God. Okay. And the last question, we've seen a lot of weddings on Vanderpump Rules. Who has your favorite wedding has been? I like how no one. Okay, I'm gonna go off with Tom and Katie's first wedding. That was beautiful.
I
Yeah.
do like the harken back when they're cleaning out the apartment for the secrets revealed, and then they found the little piece from their wedding, and then they like showed pieces because I haven't seen Katie and Tom's wedding IRL yet as through my rewatch, but I can imagine it looks so. It made me really sad. Like they're divorced, and there's so much like nonsense with Vanderpump, but then there's just really actually so much hard tragedy. And yeah, I can imagine that wedding because it can't be any of Sheena's weddings, right?
But Sheena's crop top dress was ahead of its time. Like it was, you know what I mean? Like that was like, I feel like everybody's doing that in like the last,
Yes,
like 5 years, like crop top style dresses have made a thing. But like, yeah, Sheena made that her own with the Shea wedding. Like, yeah.
Disney Sims, Simsathon. Any weddings stand out to you?
I gotta say Katie's.
Katie's, yeah.
I love Katie's dress too. Like, yeah, it was, and just like the background of it and everything, like just like that whimsical woods vibe was so beautiful.
So sweet. It looked beautiful.
Yeah, that'll be good. I can't wait for James and Lala's wedding. It's gonna be beautiful.
3 years from now. I mean, okay, I do like Allie. Allie and Ken
I do too. Yeah,
coming in
Allie.
with the truth bombs. They're making sandwiches. Oh, I can't believe Raquel and Tom.
That was my other favorite.
I got to take care of the dog. Bye. And I'm just like,
Allie's gonna get tired of James though. Like I feel like that's a given.
I don't think Ellie really loves James.
Yeah, no, I think this is just like a right now.
Like, I love you. We always used to make out outside. And she's like, yeah.
Oh he doesn't look at anybody like he looks at Lala, man. He looks at Lala.
Lala's like his main.
Like he is enamored by her. Like
yes.
Yeah. And she's beautiful. Like she is. She looks like it doesn't even make sense. Like she's just out of this world beautiful with the most epic personality. Like I love her so much. I can't get enough of her.
Oh my, I cannot agree more. So, yeah. Well, final thoughts, as I feel like we definitely have to come back for another one. Should we do a 3-part? Is a 3-part reunion?
Yeah.
And then a secret's revealed.
I really would love to talk about Katie and like just justice for Katie, y'all. Justice for Katie.
I want to talk about all the bullying.
Ooh,
Don't hate me.
What are you guys doing next week? We could film another episode, part 2, baby. We can keep this going. I'm just saying.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, final thoughts for this part of our reunion / episode. Anything you want to share about this season that really had you saying what the absolute fuck? And anyone can go first.
It's me. Actually, we should have known that season 10 was going to be a hot piece of shit because the intro doesn't have spilling.
Yep.
And it doesn't have Lisa tossing the bag.
Yep.
And that's when we should have known something was wrong.
Or Tom
I love the intro.
And Tom and Ariana weren't together.
Exactly. That whole intro let us know something was amiss. I missed my drink spilling.
Yes.
And I was like, what is this? Something's wrong. And lo and behold, Scandal.
Yeah.
I agree. I think this season, something that hit me really hard this season is I'm getting married this year. If one of my best friends came up to me and said that like my wedding wasn't like, there's other things going on in the world right now. Your wedding's maybe the number one thing to you, but not to everybody else. I would have been really devastated, especially since Sheena and Lala had become really good friends because of their children. So that to me was like, I'm like, Lala, baby girl, what are you doing? Like I stand Lala 98% of the time, but sometimes she is in the wrong, and there's a couple seasons she was absolutely at times she was in the wrong season, but that comment, I found that really mean. But also
Lala's mean.
But I also don't feel how Sheena treated Katie about getting that hotel room. If Sheena would have asked nicely, Katie would have done it. But
Yeah.
because it was aggressive, I would have done the same thing. I
Yeah.
would have literally done the same thing.
Patty. I loved it.
Exactly. Okay.
Patty
Disney-
LaBelle.
Disney Sims.
Sorry, what was the question?
Any moment from this season had you saying, what the fuck?
Oh my God, like all of it for sure. It was all intense, but I loved the secrets part of it. Having like the context of like even Ariana and Tom going on that rollerblading date, and just like, yeah, all of it, it was just all insane. It was just an ever growing piece that ended up, I don't know, I feel like at the end it was just like the cherry on top of what was epic TV and horrible for everyone involved.
I could not agree more.
Yeah.
And Simathon, how about you?
I gotta say, when Raquel said, I love you to Tom.
Or when Tom admitted that, yeah. Or when Tom admitted he was in love with her at the reunion. Oh my God, I like died.
They love you. I love you too. No, I said they love you, but yeah.
Well,
Great.
I think this is a perfect place to cap this off, to leave us everyone wanting more. We will be back with part 2, surprise part 2. Sooner than you think. I want to thank the Disney Simsathon, and sulsulmelb for coming here today. Stay tuned as we continue to talk more about Vanderpump Rules and everything Pumptini and all the bullshit that we still have left to talk about, and all the amazing stuff we still need to talk about. I want to wish everybody the bestest of days, and as we all take our fake drinks and as we turn.
This one's for you tonight.
Well, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.